Hi guys, it's Simply Monica here. Hopefully the echo is not too bad. Let me just help it out a little bit. Okay, so I'm doing a hairstyle of the day, and I'm doing the part 2 to Jamaican black castor oil. And first my hairstyle of the day. So what I decided to do, of course, my bangs, of course. And I'm doing the lobster tail. Or the fishtail, either or. I can never get it straight. Fishtail, lobster tail, to me it's the same, but whatever. So this is what I decided to do. I did it here. Instead of flat twist or instead of, barrel twist or whatever have you, I just did the lobster tail. So I did here. And then I just brought it into the back, like this. Now I like, if you see I have a lot of videos where I do have the lobster tail, and that's because it's easy to do and it looks very neat. And you can jazz it up any sort of way that you want. So that's why I'm always, but not always, but that's why sometimes I'm doing the lobster twist. So that's that. But for my bang, I just wanted a regular bang. I mean, I've done the pin curls, I've done the swoops and stuff like that. I just wanted a regular, simple bang, something I haven't done before. And I tried to do a chain bang. Yeah, chain bang. Which would be like, as you see, being that I just, my hair is in crinkles now, and I just took it out of the braids for the crinkles, that is still very heavily crinkled. So I just brought a few pieces together like I would a 2-strand twist, and brought a few pieces together, and it almost stayed like this, almost like a chain, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So I wanted originally, and if you can do it to make it look good for your hair, let me know. But I'm going to bring this over, and what I wanted to do was make it like this. Like that. Bring it here. Bring this like that. And over, or this one over here. Kind of like laid on each other. And of course, pin as you go. Like this. Or put that one on top. So you can, because the object is to make it look like a chain. And it is to make it look brown and big. So see, so far. Okay. And then take this one, the last one, and make the smallest one. The reason why I made this the last one, so it can come over like this. And because this original one is so far apart over here, so I wanted to bring it in and make sure it stayed in and not just fell back on the other side. So, and then you have here. So, this is pretty much the other option. But it doesn't quite look right on me. But I like the idea and everything, but it doesn't, you see? And I think I'm gonna maybe rework the back of it, and maybe the back of it has something to do with how the front looks, So, but I do like the idea of having a chain bang. But it looks like chains. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah. But it does. So, but see, when it goes all together, I don't know if it's, you can tell what the idea was. You can also add more down here, you can add more up here, but I usually like my bangs to the side. And then also, if the bang is not open, looking like chains, and if it just on top of each other, then it's kind of like, what's the point? I don't know. We'll see. So that's why I left it out, because the chain bang didn't look all of that, at least for the first go round. So you know me, I'll probably come back with something different and it'll work. So I just left it out like this, you know, and just made it like a little cascade type thing. And that's that. We kept it simple today. Tomorrow will be something different, of course, as always. And that's it. And I did the lobster tail here, just to pull this side in, and I brought it in the back. And I just left the rest out. The reason why I always leave my back out and not fully either lobster tail it or twist it or whatever have you, because I don't like hair stuck to my neck. You know how you braid it or whatever and it comes all the way down to the back of your neck and it just like stuck there, just like hurts or pulls or whatever have you. I don't like things stuck to the back of my neck, so I always leave room for, you know, it to be free. You know, that's my ultimate goal, is to be free and effortless and so forth. Anyway, so part 2 of this video is the black Jamaican castor oil, or Jamaican black castor oil. Thank you. Here we go. It's the kind I got from my beauty supply store, $12.99, as you can see from the tag up here, $12.99. And this sucker is so thick. It is beyond thick. Look at that. Look how thick that is. I'm going to show you one more time so I can get in. Look at that. And I know it's oil, and I know they never said it was going to be thin and stuff like that, but it's a little too thick for me. Now, my hair texture is normally dry. I have very dry hair texture, but when my hair gets its proper amount of grease and oil, it spits everything else out. So it can become oily or over, you know, greased and so forth very fast. So I started using that only on my edges. So as you see, the edges here are fine. For some odd reason, I'm always pulling this side back and the edges here are fine. And then on this side, as you see from what I had in the last video, it kind of came in some, right? So it's not that bad. So then I was thinking, I said, well, is it because of the castor oil or the way I'm styling my hair? Those two are two different things. Now, if you are always pulling your hair back, pulling your hair in these different styles and so forth, then that's putting tension on your scalp. That's putting tension on your sides. So if you stop doing the latter, then you'll be able to, or actually the former, then you'll be able to have your sides in and your roots and so it will be strong. You have to stop pulling on your hair. And I've used this. I haven't used it every day, but I used it enough to make a difference. And it just made my hair sticky, icky, gooey, and it makes your hair dirtier. And it's not who this from or whatever have you. It's just the fact that it's oil on your hair. It's a very thick oil on your hair at that. So it gets on your hair, and it doesn't go in your scalp. I mean, best to believe, it doesn't. And again, my hair is dry, and it will suck up a lot of things that I put on it, quick, fast. But that Jamaican black castor oil was right on my scalp for days to come. If my scarf didn't take it off, it'll still be right there. It did not soak in my scalp. It did not, you know, go away. It was really thick and goopy and didn't really do anything for me. And that's a problem, because that's not what I'm using it for. Because if it's going to make my hair extra linty or extra dirty, then I don't need it. And people say that it works for them. And did it work for you as far as is the product itself working for you, or did you change your style? Did you take off the scarf? Did you stop putting it in head wraps and headbands and whatever have you? Is that the case? You know what I'm saying? because that affects your hair as well. And like I said, if you start pulling your hair back, or slow down anyway, putting in all these styles are very nice, but they're stressed on your hair. So the more stress you put on it, that's when your locks start thinning, that's when they start breaking, that's when they start getting frizz and all those things on it. And then you become unhappy with your hair, so you start searching for products to make your hair better, to make your hair look better and shine and all those things. But all these products, not all of them, but most of them, are damaging your hair. Like I said before, locks are very sensitive. They're the most sensitive hairstyle ever. They will come out your head in a second. They will start thinning in a minute. They will start breaking, frizzing, the whole 9 yards in a second. And you have to be very careful about what you do to your hair. People love folks that freeform. And their scalp is great, it's washed, it looks clean. The edges and everything are filled and grown in. Why? Because they don't do much styling. So, and when you don't do much styling to your hair, or very loose styling to your hair, it makes a difference on how your hair grows and how healthy your hair is. That's why you see Rostas with hair down to their, yes, they don't cut it, but that's why you see Rostas with hair down to their feet. And they looking thick and healthy and whatnot. Why? Because they barely style it. They don't put all these flat twists and all these extra things in their hair. They don't. So yes, it's their beliefs and so forth, but they don't. Even regular freeformers that are not Rastas, they don't do, most of them, all these extravagant styles to their hair. That's why their hair looks full and healthy, and that's why everybody's gravitating to well, not everybody, but that's why most people are gravitating to freeform, is because their hair looks healthier than it does when you start twisting it and styling it and all these things. Now, I'm not saying don't style it. Of course, style it, choose to do whatever you want to do. It's your hair. But be careful about how you style it and how often you style it. If you style it every now and then fine. But if you're styling it, every day and twisting it in some tight style, first of all, you twist it after you wash it. Most people wash it too often, but let's say you do it every 2 to 3 weeks, you're washing it. Fine. But you're twisting it after you wash it, then you twisting it in each style. So, example, wait, let me take my hair out. So I'm going to change my style anyway. So, to get this style that I had, you already twisted it prior to. Now you're going to twist it again, and twist it up again, and twist it up again to get the flat twist, or to get the barrel curls, or whatever have you. You twist it again to make the style. Then you're done with that style, you take it out. Woo, maybe you have a day of break. Then you go again, you want a new style. So then you're twisting it again and everything. And yes, technically you only twist once a week, but if you think about it, you actually twist more than that. You're twisting every time you put a new hairstyle in your head. And that is where the problem lies. It's not necessarily washing it, twisting it when you wash it every 3 weeks. It's the twisting it in between when you're trying to get that nice, neat hairstyle. So what I started doing about maybe 6 months ago or something like that, I twist it every couple of months, and when I put it into a style, I just throw it into a style and make it work. And I'll flatten it with a scarf or whatever have you. But I'm not going to keep retwisting it, because retwisting it breaks your hair. We all know that. It breaks your hair, it makes it thin, and it makes it frizzy. So, stop doing it. Watch what you're doing. This here didn't work for me. What worked for me was stop twisting my hair so much, which as far as into styles. Stop twisting my hair so much. Take the scarf off, because I love my flat edges. So, as you see, I love my flat edges. But take my scarf off. Be careful how I style my hair. Style it in loose styles. Pull the edges out. When you put it up in a ponytail, it don't have to be flat against your head. Pull it out a little bit, make it a little bit poofy and stuff, because at the end of the day, your locks are going to be ruined, and then you're going to be mad that, you know, oh, it's the product, or oh, it's this, oh, it's that. And yes, it is the product sometimes, but a lot of times you're doing your hair too much. So, anyway, so that's my little spiel about this Jamaican black castor oil. It didn't really work for me, and I really don't recommend it for anybody. The reason why, and they said it's a healing oil, all-purpose healing oil, and maybe it's good for other things, and maybe it has worked for you. But I don't recommend it because it's too thick and goopy, and it's suffocating. It's suffocating your hair follicles. Your hair follicles cannot breathe in oil. I mean, it's oil. Your hair cannot breathe in oil. That's why even the essential oils, the vanillas, the lavenders, the jojobas, and all those things, they are fine, but they're thin, number one. And then you shouldn't use them every day. It's still an oil. Oil attracts dirt and lint. That's number one. And number two, your scalp is only going to eat up what it needs, and then it's going to spit the rest of it out. And if it don't need that excess, it's going to sit on the top of your head. So sitting on the top of your head clogs your scalp. It makes your scalp dirtier, itchier, and it attracts, you know, dirt and lint and so forth. And it rubs off on everything. So, you know, I don't recommend that. I do recommend the essential oils, that's fine, but every now and then, every couple of days or something like that. Don't use it all the time. Same for this black castor oil. This thing is like syrup. I mean, why would you use syrup on your hair and expect your hair to grow? So, anyway, that's just my little tidbit. Hope this is helpful to someone. Rate, comment, and subscribe. See you later.